Hi guys! If you just finished the October vlog, yes, I'm in the same time. I just put the sweater on this time instead of just on my arms. But it is time to start the November vlog. This is the last stretch of this reading challenge. It's the last leg, if you will. And right now we are sitting at 17 books. I know. Y'all are so sweet. I really hope y'all clapped. That would have been awkward if y'all didn't. Anyway, we have to read 5 books by my birthday. We have 13 days to get this done. So, the plan is, I finished These Violent Delights last night, so I've been listening to Our Violent Ends, and I'm already loving it. Obsessed. I have it on the audiobook, but when I was editing for my November TBR, I of course was listening back through like what was on my TBR and the synopsis. I realized how hyped I was about this certain book because as I was reading the synopsis, I was remembering the series and like the book before and why I was so excited for this couple, and I had totally forgotten all of that. I literally just remember people being like, the series is kind of like copy and paste. I'm not sure if I loved it. It's not the same as Twisted Love series. And I was just like, but I forgot about this couple. I forgot it was about this certain couple. So I'm wanting to read it tonight. So I paused Our Violent Ends and we're going to pick up King of Greed by Anna Huang. Twisted series is one of my favorite. In order: he had her, he lost her, he'll do anything to win her back. I personally love a second chance romance. I mean, my romance is quite literally a second chance romance. 5 books, 13 days. Let's get started. To knowing your worth and never settling for less than you deserve. I love dedications. We got a playlist. See, I was gonna put on like see if they had like a legit like playlist for it. The playlist is $1 Million Man by Lana Del Rey, Cold by Maroon 5 featuring Future, Same Old Love, Selena Gomez, Love Me Harder, Ariana Grande and The Weeknd, Unappreciated, Cherish, Give Me a Reason, Pink by Night Rouge, Dance with a Stranger, that's gonna make me cry, Dance with a Stranger, Sam Smith and Naomi, Without You, Mariah Carey, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Jennifer Lopez, We Belong Together, Mariah Carey, Rival, Selena Gomez, Two Minds, Nero, Lose You to Love Me, Selena Gomez, Amor, I Love You by Marissa Monte. That's what I'm gonna say that is. That first line killed me. Once upon a time, I loved my husband. I'm on page 8. The reason I'm stopping so soon is because I'm literally about to start crying for Alexandria. I'm already so fucking invested in this book. It's so good. And we're only on page 8. I forgot how much I love her writing. Oh my gosh, I love her writing. But these little like sentences every now and then is fucking killing me. Also, he says sentences sworn before me. He doesn't like emails. He doesn't like bullet points. Like, I wonder if he has some kind of like disorder. I don't know. But that would be so interesting if he does. First line of chapter 3. He wasn't coming. I sat in the living room, my skin ice cold as I watched the minutes tick by. It was past 8. We were supposed to leave for DC 2 hours ago, but I haven't seen or heard anything from Dominic since he left for work that morning. I'm literally ready to start crying. I'm only on page 13. A familiar sparkle caught my eye when I pulled my suitcase handle up. I stared at my wedding ring, a fresh ache tearing through my chest as it blinked up at me with a seeming plea to reconsider. I faltered for a split second before I set my jaw, slide the ring off my finger, and place it next to my and Dominic's wedding picture on the mantle. And then I did what I should have done a long time ago. I left. love this housekeeper. He literally missed her by 30 minutes, like from when they left. But here's the thing. They were supposed to leave for their flight. Their flight was at 6. It is now 8:30. She left at 8. He always been ambitious, and I used to think it would hit a point where he would be content with what he had. I realize now that point didn't exist. He would never have enough. The more he acquired, money, status, power, the more he wanted at the expense of everything else. I shook my head slowly. No. I hadn't known my plan was when I woke up that morning, but it was crystal clear now. Even if it killed me, even if the easiest thing was to fall into his arms and sink in the memory of what we used to be, I had to go through with it. I was already a shell of myself. If I didn't get out while I could, I'd dissolve into dust, nothing more than a collection of lost time and unrealized dreams. The stubborn gleam in Dominic's eyes faded, replaced with confusion. Then come home with me. We'll talk it out. I shook my head again, trying to breathe through the needle stabbing at my heart. I'm not coming back. He stilled. Confusion melted into realization, then disbelief. Ali, I want a divorce. Oh my God. No. I'm literally only on page 27 and I'm already like, no. What do you mean? Come on, Dominic, be better. Do better. Oh, this book is gonna destroy me. Okay. I want a divorce. The words swirl around us like a cloud of poisonous fumes. Theoretically, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't comprehend them. Divorce meant breaking up. Breaking up meant separating, and separating was simply impossible. It was something that happened to other people, not us. I'll take care of your partners. We keep jumping from memories to present day, and I really think it's like emphasizing these emotional points, and I'm enjoying that. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh. Do you know what I ask myself every night when you are staying late at the office again? I wonder if there was an emergency at work and at home at the same time. Who would you choose, me or your investors? The buzzing intensified. You know I would choose you, but that's the thing, I don't. Because you haven't chose me, not in a very, very long time. I never paid attention to half of the things before and balked at answering, but for someone who resembles a grown-up Disney princess, she was like a damn pit bull with a bone. I am on page 126. We're not going as fast as I hoped. I also, once again, had to refill the hole. That's the third time today that Millie dug up. Anyways, that was just a random thing. But the reason I stopped to update y'all is because of this. I glanced at a couple kissing near the shore on our way back to the villa. The woman's red hair blazed like fire against the sunset, and the guy had a lean muscle build of an athlete or outdoor enthusiast. I watched as he broke the kiss halfway through, threw his girlfriend over his shoulders, and walked deeper into the ocean with an admirable ease. "Josh, don't you dare, I'm gonna kill you," she screamed. A second before he tossed her into the water, she grabbed him at the last minute and he fell over with her. Their laughter and curses echoed across the empty beach. Was that Josh and Jules? I'm pretty sure that was Josh and Jules. Why can't I say Josh? Josh and Jules. Maybe I'm like combining their name. Who knows? I'm pretty sure it's a sighting of them. This guy has no chill. "So where are you staying at?" His great gaze darted between me and his ex-brother-in-law. This time, Dominic's smile contained a hint of devilishness. "At Villa Luza, L-U-Z. The villa belongs to a Brazilian socialite who occasionally rents it out to VIP guests when she wasn't using it. It was fabulously large, lavish, and decorated to the nines. It is also located smack dab next to our own villa." That was a little mastermindy. Oh my gosh. Hey guys. Okay, so update time. You know how I said I was gonna finish the book on Sunday? I lied. It's Tuesday morning and we still haven't finished. Yeah. And then I'm getting my hair done at 6. So, which I didn't realize it was gonna be dark by then. I had totally forgotten. So I'm literally gonna get my hair done at 6 and then go to bed at 9:30, 10. For Our Violent Delights, the audiobook I'm listening to, we got to 25% last night, so it should get done by the end of the week probably. If you can't tell, I curled my hair and now we have some interesting bips and bobs because as you can see, I curled it. It does not stay curled for a while, so yeah. Our Violent Delights, it's so good. The only thing I would say is it kind of feels like book 1 redone, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like the plot's the same, just the emotions are a little bit different and the plot is just the tiniest bit different, more complex, which I guess it's like fair. I don't know. It feels like an upgraded version of These Violent Delights. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, and I'm not still like on the edge of my seat like, oh, what's gonna happen next, because this definitely has to have a plot twist, but I just feel like it's the same book. So, and then I need to grab it, but I think for our book that we're gonna start today after King of Greed that I'm gonna go ahead and take with me is, I think, ooh, which one should I do? I think we're gonna do To Kill a Kingdom because it's also a supposed 8-hour book for me to read. I don't know how many pages. I think it's like somewhere in the 350 range. So another short one that still matches with the minimum, because if y'all don't remember, there is a minimum to the books. Now, I got us to agree that the 5 people you meet in heaven is allowed to stay in this, but something tells me that Chase will forget about that agreement, and I just want to be one book ahead, just in case. So reading my shorter books is definitely something I want to do. And here comes Mills. Hello guys! If you've noticed, I chopped my hair. So, I just took a shower. So not the best, but I'm sure the next clip I'll have it done for y'all. But it's very cute. It lays really well. It looks super healthy. I'm very happy about it. And it still looks good when I just brush it and leave. So that's good. I also got Olippops, which I've only ever had. I think it's the like cream soda one that I really like. So I decided to get the whole pack and just try them to kind of get away from sodas like everyone else. So we're going to try this today, and then I will update you on how our books are going. But let's do this. Okay, not bad, not bad. Definitely tastes creamy, which is like weird for a soda, I think. But I'm actually liking it. It's growing on me. Tuesday morning that, so I read a little bit, went to work, had a dental appointment. While I was there, I was waiting forever, and I finished King of Greed while I was there. So This is going to be a 4-star book because it was comfy, it was cozy, it still kept me on the edge of my seat. I really did enjoy this book. I thought it was a perfect, quick read, and I'm definitely going to continue the series. I don't know much about the next couple, Xavier and Sloane. Oh, okay. I know a little bit about Sloane. I know nothing about Xavier. So I like Sloane so far. I'm not very connected to her or anything like that, but I like her. So I'm excited to continue that. As for King of Greed, oh, Dominic, a yearning king. Allie, it's like he pronounced her nickname as like A-L-E, so I think it's like Allie. But I'm gonna just say Alyssa or Alessandria. Alessandria. I don't know. But I absolutely love her so much. And do I think she folds a little bit at the end? Yes. But I've been rooting for Dominic the entire time. Like, I was on the edge of my seat. Like, I love this. I hope they end up together. Yada, yada, yada. Like, this is what I want to see. So, I love them. You can really feel the love between them and that this is really hard for both of them. And I was completely convinced, but I was definitely mad at Dom in the beginning. But as soon as he realized, like, he switches up, but he continues to switch up. So it's not just, oh, I'm going to switch and da-da-da. He keeps coming to, like, the realizations of, like, where she's coming from, what's been going on, how he's been feeling about stuff recently in years, and how his work has affected him. Like, it's actually building as if it would in a real person. So it makes me feel like he's more three-dimensional and that he's actually learning and actually going to make a change later on. I don't know how I want my hair to lay. I'm sorry, guys. He really does change how he works and operates for her, and it's long-term. The twist was really good. Very good. Of course, it's Anna Huang. Like, it's gonna have a very interesting twist, a little violent twist, if you will. So this was 4 stars. Really liked it. While I was cooking, we finished something else. Our Violent Ends. A lot goes down in this book. Like, a lot goes down. Not like Sarah J. Maas kind of stuff, but there's a lot of, like, you're getting jerked every which way. Like, no stone left unturned. It's a lot of twists. I mean, this is a mystery. They're trying to figure out this monster outbreak, this new danger, and of course that comes with, like, a lot of twists and turns, a lot of getting pulled one way or another. But it was twist after twist after twist. In the end, I can't tell you what happens at the end. But I can tell you, ow. I can tell you what the fuck. And I would say something very obvious, but I can't say it because I fell for it. And I feel a little dumb about that, so I don't want to talk about it. Our Violent Ends. This was also a 4-star for me. I really did enjoy it. She is chunky. Again, this is another it is a 500-page book that we finished. I read it mostly on Audible. I would recommend this more physical because there was a lot of description that I would kind of get lost in the verbiage for the description, and I wasn't able to visualize it as well as I would have if I sat down and read. So I would recommend this as a physical read. But that's it. I mean, it was really good. I definitely like Chloe Gong. So that's 2 more books down. That means we're at 19, and we have, I have to remember how many days, hold on.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We have 5 days left. I am currently reading The Inheritance Games. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to sit down for the rest of today and read it. I'm going to put a permanent pause on Babbel because I just don't care. And it's I just don't want to do it right now. So I'm going to put a pause on that. So I'm going to finish The Inheritance Games today and then read Heartless probably tomorrow until the 11th. So my boyfriend's a Marine, if y'all didn't know, and the Marines are turning 250. So we have a Marine ball to go to, and that is on Monday. Crazy day to do it, but okay. And then the 11th is Veterans Day. Yay. So we're going to read all day long. And then we have the 12th and then my birthday, the 13th. I'm not taking my birthday off. That's what I chose to do. So we have 5 days. We have, what was the hours I collect? Like 50 hours of reading possibly in the next couple days. So I'm going to get started. Bye, guys. One hour down, she had her first day at Rich School. I don't trust Thea at all. Jameson is very interesting and like mysterious, but so is Xander. Like so far it's feeling like those two are like the same people. Maybe Xander's a bit more risky, I would say, but that's really all I'm getting. And the fucking, is it Grayson? Yeah, Grayson is a dick. I don't like Grayson at all. I think he needs to get a life. But yeah, she hasn't been listening to the news or the press, so now she's starting to get like a little bit of what they're saying, and it's kind of crazy. But we're also realizing like this has been planned for a while, and I'm so interested to see like, what do you mean, like what caused all this to happen? But sorry I'm way down here, but yeah. Me again, literally 2 minutes later. If I just finished the page, I would learn. Apparently, and that's why he disinherited the rest. Like, she's like, what happened 20 years ago? And all her lawyer could think of. And so I don't know how that entails. I'm wondering if I read the rest of the page or chapter, if it will tell me. Let's see.
Okay, and then the next one.
Reese!
One of my books.
Reese's!
Oh, no. Oh, Callie, you're giving me such like a boy-heavy reading. You couldn't give me a romance.
But there is love.
I knew you were going to take this.
So I've just finished reading this. I haven't picked up for them.
Come on, Coops, up.
We enjoyed this, didn't we? Yeah. So this is Fight Club. It's a bit of a weird read. I read it last week.
Hello. Hi, guys. I finished The Inheritance Games by Jennifer L. Barnes. I forgot her middle name for a second. Yeah, I recommend this. I think I might pick up book 2 and 3 as well. The only reason the ending didn't get me or one of the endings didn't get me, is I accidentally read the last sentence of the last page when I was looking for the page number. So be careful when you do that. So don't repeat what I did. But I really did enjoy this. I gave it a 4 stars. Definitely could not put it down. I wanted to know what was going on. I liked the characters, but I did not get attached in any which way to them. So I was just like, like they're cool. They're 3D characters for sure, but I have no attachments to them. I think the most I liked was Xander. So that's about it, and that's mainly because his name, because I love the name Alexander. But the premise of the book, without spoiling, is that she is just a girl, rough background, just trying to get through life in a practical way, accomplish what she can with her circumstances. And then this guy shows up and he's like, you have to come with me to read a will that my grandfather left. We don't know why. We don't know who you are. You don't know who we are, but you have to come and fly to Texas with us to read this will. So she goes and everyone's like, who are you? Kind of thing. Like, what the fuck? And then they find out, hold on. Yeah, and then they find out that the grandfather left his entire fortune to this random girl. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And he leaves letters behind for everyone. And when she opens hers, there's still a lot of questions. And all of the grandsons, there's 4 of them. So there's Nash, very country, very laid back. I like him. He's like, likes to save other people, I guess. Then there's Grayson, who was like the apparent heir of the fortune. Like everyone thought he was gonna be put in charge of the foundation. And then we have Jameson, who's really into the whole tricks, secret compartments, hidden staircases, like all that stuff. He's really into figuring out and solving riddles and stuff like that. And then we have Xander. He's definitely, I got vibes that he's super smart, but he's so much of a jokester that you can't even tell through most of it. But he seems so genuine and just comfortable. So again, he's my favorite. But you see them try to deal with the fallout of her becoming a billionaire when she was just some broke girl, and the media having a field day with that, as well as the rest of the family coming to terms with what happened and maybe not coming to terms with what happened. But you see how that turns out, and it was so good to read. 4 stars. And now, earlier this morning, I started Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is a single dad romance, and we're gonna read this for the rest of today. The plans for today: I am leaving here to go and get my nails done at the mall. I'm gonna read while doing that, and then most likely we are going to go to Barnes & Noble and do recon for the books we want to get and like where they are and like all that kind of stuff, because I need motivation, because I'm starting to doubt myself with this challenge, so I need motivation. And I think going there and trying to figure out which books I want and knowing the stakes is really going to help, because it's 2 more books that we have to get down. This book needs to be done by tomorrow, and we have the Marine Ball tomorrow, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have for that. And then I have to finish 1 more book by Thursday. That's 3 days to finish it. Luckily, I do have Veterans Day off, which is Tuesday, so I'm really hoping to just sit down that entire day and binge read, and hopefully that gets us to our goal. So this is what we're reading today. This is what we finished this morning. I'm gonna add this to my little pile, and we're gonna go get my nails done. Bye. Guys, it is 6 p.m. A lot later than I was supposed to start reading. Whoops. But we're reading for the rest of tonight. It's 6. We have to be in bed. Ooh, but we're doing Fallout. So 9:30. 10, that kind of range. So 3.5 to 4 hours of reading. Yay! So I'm expecting to get to like, ooh, I opened to a great number, 140. So we got to page 32 while I was getting my nails done. Ta-da! They're for the ball. Oh, cute. So my dress is gonna be blue, and then my purse and jewelry, I guess, is gonna be silver. I don't have a lot of jewelry, so we're just gonna have to see how that goes. And uh-oh, it's stuck. Okay. And we're wearing we're stretching out, or we're breaking in the shoes that I'm going to wear. Yes, they're hella tall. No, I knew they were tall, but like not this tall. And I'm used to tall shoes. Like let's do this. I'm used to tall shoes. That's my go-to, but not stilettos. Stilettos are not my go-to. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I was walking around and it was already kind of hurting my feet, but I'm wearing thick socks and like flexing and like moving around in them while I read. And we're gonna walk around when I get tired. That sounds like a great idea. Perfect. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So let's read Heartless. I put on a read with me for 1 hour by Laura. So we're gonna listen to that for a bit, and then probably gonna do a ambient country playlist next. But yeah, so far in this, they met at the so they met at a coffee shop originally, and her extra pair of underwear fell out of her purse, and he picked it up after checking her out and being like, oh my gosh, I feel so creepy, something falls. He's like, oh, let me do that, you know, looks, and they're panties, and he's like, huh? And she's like, gotta go. Turns out he's panty guy, she's panty girl, and things don't start out great between the two. But she's the last resort as a nanny because he hated all the other nannies. She's the best friend of Summer from Flawless. Love her. Love Rhett. And that's pretty much where we are. She hung out with his kid Luke, and he was like, she practically hired herself with the way she's acting with him. So I think he liked it. Also, I made a amaretto sour. I don't have sweet and sour, so literally what's in this is amaretto, Sprite, lemon juice, and French vanilla coffee syrup. I mean, obviously it doesn't have a flavor, like a coffee flavor. It's a French vanilla syrup, but it's meant for coffee. But I didn't have sweet and sour. I was like, let me try this, and it tastes so good. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into it. And I do have a slight headache, so that's what I get for not eating lunch. And this is my dinner, so.
1 kill and then 45 damage.
Sometimes I wish you were my mom. I think he's about to fuck shit over, so I need to get my reaction.
Agreed.
A trophy.
See, if he dies there, that would be just...
Alright, trigger warnings for cruel seduction, explicit sex, attempted murder, murder, violence, blood, child abuse, historic, non-graphic, and attempted sexual assault, historic off-page. Dedication to everyone who loves mess. This one's for you. This is going to be Hephaestus, Aphrodite, Adonis, and Pandora. Okay. So it has Adonis as former lover of Aphrodite and Pandora as friend of Hephaestus. We're starting on a wedding day. This is already gut punching.
Whoa.
I know Aphrodite from the other books previously. And we got like little snippets of her, and especially her and Adonis in the last book. So it's just sad to see this. Helen, or Ares, from book, what was that, 2 or 3, from Wicked Beauty.
It was on the floor.
Psyche!
It's on the rack.
Mutual hate can lead to intense chemistry in the bedroom, but in this case, with how he's looking at me like he would love to see my blood paint the walls, I'm lucky if we'll both make it to tomorrow alive. Minos is a powerful man, beholden to someone even more powerful. I wonder who. Can we just tell me who at this point? Oh. Hello guys. It is the night of the 12th. My birthday's tomorrow. And we still got 2 weeks. So we're on 375 of 410 with this book. So I'm going to read this with y'all today. And then I found the audiobook for this on Spotify. Though I can't listen to it at work, I'm going to be doing it all night and all morning and during every break tomorrow, hoping to God we finish it. But we are at 50% of this book, over 50%. So, and I'm loving it. Loving. Sorry, I got a little spooked. I'm really liking it. So, we're going to do that for this book. They have me giggling and kicking my feet. There is no miscommunication, and I love it. I am so happy how this book is turning out, and the plot twist at the end, genuinely was not expecting. And so, like, the conflict, it makes sense. I'm not even upset about it. And I kind of like the trope when it's something like this. Usually I don't like this trope, but I like it in this. That's what I've decided. But oh my goodness. This is so cute. It's so cute. So I did actually read a little bit of a snippet, so it's like 378. But this is the beginning part of this chapter, and then I gotta go let the dogs in, and we'll finish it together. And then I have to go to the gym, which is my garage, to work out. Willa, how is Cade? Summer, full hermit mode, back to hating everyone. Please come fix him. Willa, I'm on my way. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was an interesting face I just made. But I love them together personally. Love. So sad that it will end, but again, who doesn't love a single dad romance? Who does not love a single dad romance? Perfection. Also, while I was reading, I was trying to take my shoes off. So but okay. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all this little part of the deal that my boyfriend decided to spring on me, okay? When someone says you have until the 13th, what comes to mind? For some people, it must be midnight of the 13th. Like, it's about to be the 14th kind of thing. For me, I was thinking a little comfort zone, so like, as if it's an assignment, 10 p.m. Make sure you got that extra wiggle room, right? According to my boyfriend, I don't know why I did this, boyfriend, that is midnight of the 12th, because it's by the 13th. So before the 13th in his head, I said, hell no. No, because I need those hours. What do you mean? I still have the book. I am doing anything to get this challenge. I will stay up. Actually, I won't, because as we've seen in other parts of this vlog, your girl, when my body wants to go to sleep, my body will go to sleep. She don't care where she at. All right, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stay asleep, but she will be going to sleep. I will be going to sleep. I don't know why I keep saying she. That's felt weird. Anyway, so we made a deal. By the end of the workday, my workday is 5:30. We get up at 6 a.m. together. So I'm gonna be listening to my audiobook, and then I usually get done getting ready and do other stuff in the morning by 7:30. No, by 7:30 I'm gonna be sitting in this chair with the beautiful sunrise reading this book. And then I should, get a little bit further in the book after tonight and that way on my breaks I will finish this book. I have 2 15s and 1:30 minute lunch. She's getting done. I do not care what I have to do. If I'm not at a good point by tonight, I will stay up as much as I can. I will down a goddamn energy drink. Not that that will help with anything, but I will try my absolute hardest. Maybe I'll just stand up even after I'm done with everything instead of sitting. Who knows? I also kind of felt sick at the Marine Ball. Oh, that annoyed me so much. And then there was a whole fiasco with getting home. Even though we were both sober, we took an Uber there. When we tried to leave, literally we were the last people there because our 2 different Uber drivers kept changing their arrival times to where we were there for over an hour waiting for an Uber. We were the last ones there. A worker at the event who reset the event had to drive us home. We weren't even drinking, really. Look, I warned you that the house is a mess, so please ignore this. But I have to do the dog's dinner, and I just switched them to real food from Farmer's Dog. So we're gonna listen to the audiobook while I do this, and then we'll go sit down and read. But I wanted to make sure I got my reactions for y'all. Gotta spoil y'all. Luke is so cute. It's what? Their dad kills me. Panties and carrots. That was so cute and genius. It was so genius. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not going to freaking cry. Oh, that line fucking murdered me. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I don't cry. The fuck kind of line was that? Luke, you can't just say stuff like that. That was so cute. I have to reread it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not crying, you are. Cute moment over. Cute moment over. And I can't tell you what the lines are because it spoils it, but it's funny as hell. It's funny as it. Sweet moment flipped on its head. All done. That was sweet. No. Bonus scene for Harvey. Oh my gosh, but I love the ending. I loved it. 4.5 stars. That's what I'm giving this. 4.5 stars. and we'll talk about it at another time. But I gotta go get ready to work out, and then next clip we'll be reading this together. Bye for now. So we won the challenge. Oh my gosh, I just remembered the last clip. Oh yeah, probably should do that. One moment. Okay, so I grabbed the books that we finished in, God, what was that, 2 weeks? Congrats to us, me, all of it, you know. But okay, let's talk about what I read. So as y'all know, I read Our Violet Ends, King of Greed, The Inheritance Games. Then y'all watched me finish Heartless. And then yesterday on my birthday at 9 a.m., hours before the deadline at 5:30, we finished Cruel Seduction. I stayed up late on the 12th to get some more reading done, and then I listened to the audiobook the rest of the way, and literally as I'm pulling into work, it does the end credits, and I was like, oh, you're telling me it's done? You're telling me I finished 22 books in 3.5 months? I was so happy that morning. I was so excited. So, Cruel Seduction. I didn't really get to show y'all a lot of me reading it, but Katie Roberts, I absolutely love Katie Roberts. She's definitely one of my favorite smut authors, but kind of just an author in general, not even just that category, simply because I, one, love Greek mythology, so I know all the stories like behind these characters, even though it's not like based on them, but I like get more of the background and like what they're referencing in the mythology. But she's really, really, really good at balancing the plot and the smut. So you'll get a book that is supposed to be a smutty book, but the plot is seriously lacking, or it's sped up in certain points, or this or that. I think she always keeps it very even keel. Like, I think she's able to balance it in a way that some smut books don't. And I love it. I will be getting the rest of the series that's out. I think there's three more books that are currently out. And then I know she has a new release on December 1st that I'm probably going to go pick up. So this I'm giving 4.25. That's what we'll say. 4.25. I feel like 4.5 is a little too high, though I was intrigued the entire time of this book. I literally finished it in like less than 48 hours. I devoured it. I really, really enjoyed this. I started it on, November 11th at like 7 p.m. and I finished it on the 13th at 9 a.m. Like, I went through this book. I really, really enjoyed it. I highly recommend this series. So this series is called The Dark Olympians, and it starts with the Neon Gods, and then it's, what's the next one? Oh, Electric Idol, Wicked Beauty. Wicked Beauty is actually one of my favorites personally. And then, what's the other one? Oh, Radiant Sin. I really enjoyed that one as well. Castiel and Apollo. That one was really good. And the main plot point, so of course there's the plot line of the characters and what they're going through in the book, separate together, all of that. But then there's a major plot line running over the entire series. And that one's super intriguing. I got a few more tidbits out of this book about what it is that's going on, but I'm still completely feel like I'm in the dark. I feel like I'm grasping at straws and I'm trying to figure it out, and I thought I had it figured out because I thought it was a intertwined series for wicked villains, because it does allude to some stuff in Wicked Villains. So I also recommend checking out that series. That's one of my favorites that I'm currently collecting. And hopefully when I go shopping, they have the beautiful paperback for one of them that I wanted to get when I did recon, but I promised myself not to buy any books. So anyways, it kind of touches on some stuff that happens in that. So I thought that maybe that's where this plot line is going. No, I don't think it is, because they said something and I was like, that's not at all what I was thinking. So what do you mean? Like, who's behind this? Oh, it was so good. It's so intriguing. So highly recommend. So that is 5 books in 13 days. I genuinely am like, how did we do that? How did we do that? Your girl's gonna go to the bookstore later this week, probably on Saturday. I wanted to go yesterday, but my boyfriend convinced me that like for filming and all that, I should probably wait until Saturday so I have more time. And because he knows me so well, this is the biggest point. He was like, I don't think we should do it on your birthday, which of course I'm gonna be like, don't tell me what to do on my birthday. I want to do this. But he was right when he explained. He was like, Courtney, when you get your books, you're not gonna want to do anything else. You're gonna refuse to go to bed because you want to catalog your books. You want to hang, like, you just want to enjoy them for hours. You're not going to be able to do that if we go tonight. Like, you're going to have to go to bed so you can go to work the next day, and their books will just be sitting at home and all you're going to do is be thinking about them. And I was like, okay, but all I'm going to do at work is thinking about the spree, like, now. But here's he was right. He's right. I would be not wanting to leave my house, and I would want to stay up late to hang, like, to do my little let me show you my little book thing where I like, it's kind of blurred, it's blurry, but I do a little stamp on my books, and then I put them in my Goodreads, and now that I have Fable, I put them in my Fable, and then I'm gonna want to film videos for all of that. And he's like, you should really do it on Saturday because you like doing it with sunlight and all that stuff. You're just gonna have to wait. I think you will like it better and enjoy it more if you wait on Saturday. And I was like, fine. Little 5 books, 22 books. Oh my gosh. And the TBR is starting to look empty. She's looking real empty. And I have a couple other videos planned for y'all, but this is the end of the November vlog. I'm gonna do a whole separate video for the shopping spree, the book haul, and then I'm gonna do another video of like reorganizing my bookshelves probably. And stay tuned for that. Subscribe. Mwah. I love y'all. Leave a comment, questions, concerns. I don't know what you would be concerned about. Recommendations. Ooh, that's what I should add. Comments, questions, concerns, recommendations down in the comments. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.